keep it as eyes. All that I see is a line. We got a fit, that's a drip. She in my wrist, that's a freezer. Give me assist, give me teamwork. Keep it consistent, for the distance.
Yeah. Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay.
The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year, they rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And Smith, and his throw finds Smith and Jigba. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Walker trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run.
And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. It'll be a big loss on the play there, an absolute disaster, really. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Geno. As he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And that flag accepted. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Throwing now is Geno. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again here with Akers. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. It's fielded at the 45. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Smith on 1st down. Being chased out left. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Smith. Forced out to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with them, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes you just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Well, the Rams at 1-8 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Under pressure, they got him again. Boye Mafe. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Ethan Evans on now to punt. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now it's Lockett. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get in? And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 52 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here's Ethan Evans now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 10.
Play action. It's Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. Busts through the tackle. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
From the 50 at Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Stafford.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room.
Fighting to stay upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. Some strong running at the 20. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made. Akers, he coughs it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to... Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Touchdown, Seahawks! Noah Fant, 26 yards.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Now it's Smith. Buying time to his left.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
This 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, Walker.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Walker.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Flush to his right.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead.
Jason Myers for the extra.
Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
2nd and 10.
Stafford.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the 1st half. They've extended their lead so far here in the 2nd half. Oh, they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through,
there's no way we're losing tonight. He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Throwing on third down, Smith. DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Back to Walker on first down.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now, they were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Rams on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is third. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. Broken tackle. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. To the right side, this is Walker. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
1st down, Seattle.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Smith. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Myers' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Bennett will look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 4th down. Here's Bennett. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
And they will take a knee here. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and